Mr. Right here, and thank you very much to the person who sent in this past paper question on functions. Let's have a look. Incidentally, if you'd like me to post a solution for a question that you're stumped on, just email me the question. My email address is in the description of this film. Okay, we've got two functions defined, function f and function g. Write down the value of x, so there's only one of them, that must be excluded from any domain of g. So the domains are the values of x that we input into the function. And in this case, g has an output of 5x divided by x plus 4. Now, if that denominator there, if I'm dividing by something which is equal to 0, then that's going to cause me an issue. So I cannot use any value of x which makes that denominator equal to 0. So the value of x which must be excluded from the domain is x equals minus 4. Okay, let's have a look at part B. Find gf of 2.6. So I'm going to find f of 2.6, and then I'm going to g the result of that. So that's going to be 5 times 2.6 minus 7. Well, I can use my calculator and get the answer 6. So now I'm going to G6, which is going to be 5 sixes are 30 over 10. So that simply gives me the answer of 3. Okay, part C. Solve fgx equals 2. Let's have a look. I'm going to write that over here so I can still see my functions there. So I've got fg of x equals 2. Well, g of x is equal to that. So I've got f of g of x, and g of x is 5x over x plus 4. So what I've got here is I'm going to have to f 5x over x plus 4. And I know that that equals 2. Now, if I'm going to f 5x over x plus 4, then that's going to be 5 times by 5x over x plus 4 minus 7. And that is going to have to equal 2. So, well, I'll multiply out this bracket here. Multiply this out. 5 times 5x over x plus 4 is 25x over x plus 4. I might as well add 7 to both sides as well. Gives me 25x over x plus 4 equals 9. Multiply both sides by x plus 4. 25x equals 9 lots of x plus 4. 25x equals 9x plus 9 fours are 36. Subtract 9x from both sides. 16x equals 36. Divide both sides by 16, and x equals 12 over 5, or 2.4. So there's my solution for part C. Right, express the inverse function, g to the power of minus 1, in this form. So we're going to have to write out our answer so it is in that form. So let's first of all write down what g of x is. G of x is 5x over x plus 4. So now I'm going to find the inverse function of g of x. So this is my set routine for this. I write y equals 5x over x plus 4, and now I'm going to make x the subject of this expression. In this case, to do that, I'm going to multiply both sides by x plus 4. Right, I better multiply out this bracket. xy plus 4y equals 5x. Now I'm trying to make x the subject, so I'm going to put everything with an x on it on one side by minusing 5x from both sides, and all the rubbish on the other by minusing 4y from both sides. Now I want to make x the subject, and I've got x appearing twice here. So I'm going to factorize and divide, factorize and divide. So I'm going to pull out the x, And now, look at that. I did have 2 x's on the left, and now I've only got 1. So 2 x's have become 1. And more importantly, I can divide by y minus 5. So now I have successfully made x the subject of that. So now I can say that g minus 1 of x will be, and now I simply put x's in here, minus 4x over x minus 5. But in this question, we're asked to put it in this form. So my answer would have to be g minus 1 of x is equal to, or transforms to, minus 4x over x minus 5. And that will give me my 3 marks for that question. So there's quite a lot going on in that question on functions. So thank you for sending it in. If you'd like me to tackle a question you're stumped on, then email it in to me, and of course, I'll give it a shot. Thanks for watching. See you in the next film.